Hello everyone, this is Ep41 and welcome to episode 41 of Ep40's Enigmatica 2 series, where I did a little bit of work between episodes. I decided that I did a bunch of mining between episodes like I promised I would, and then I kind of got like in a position where I couldn't really record, but I could spend a little time doing stuff off camera. So I did, and I took care of the following tasks that I want to keep you guys up to speed on. So I brought a new metal press and set it up down here so that I could stamp patterns. So we've taught our applied energetic system how to create patterns, which is cool. And they just feed into a chest that then has item conduits piping back behind the wall into that dude. Cool. So they just feed back into the interface, right? I also ran some cabling over here, which is a work in progress. Getting ready for that part of it, at least. Let's see. Are my universal cables done? Oh, right. You're probably out of power. There's your problem. Doot. That should be cool. Yeah, don't do that. So you should be behaving now. Cool. And you're doing your thing. Sweet. How neat is that? That'll be a little bit better automated here in a minute. I don't think this can auto-eject the alloy furnace. So what I'm going to do is just rewire it in a second here. So if we do that and drop you in there, you should be satisfied, and we should have more cables, right? Hooray! 32 universal cables. Beautiful. I needed those because I wanted to do this. Boom. Now you got power that way. And then we can do this. Right? And you will be... I have to decide on a standard whether I want to go... I think it's going to be item conduits, though, because they're a little bit easier to craft than advanced logistical transporters. Like, it's this thing and these versus, like, the standard recipe there, right? So there's that. So extract always active, and insert. Cool. So now you guys should be cool and looking fancy, right? This thing, I upgraded the portable tank to a hardened tier so that we would have a lot of this liquid stuff, this tree fluid stuff. I set up a few auto crafting recipes, like I taught it how to make steel, for example. So like in here, it's enriched iron makes a steel blend, iron ingot makes enriched iron. I didn't set up an auto export for carbon yet, and I will probably work to do that. But just not yet, and then steel smelting. So like a few recipes I taught it, and then over here we set up a thing for this guy. And I created a bunch of crafting recipes so that we could craft a bunch of stuff. So at this point, we've got the following things ready to auto-craft, right? Let's say I wanted 10 Tesla machine core libs, right? It can craft all the things needed for it with the exception of rubber. And I'm going to switch this to be the rubber from Industrial Foregoing, right? Because it's OR dictionary, so that'll work, right? So I'm going to change that recipe in a moment, but you can see like it knows how to craft the plates, it knows how to craft the raw carbon fibers, it knows how to make the pulverized coal and the crusher down there, right? And then it crafts these things together, it compresses them in the compressor, it makes the dense iron plates, it makes the aluminum for the basic machine casings, like all that stuff, right? It knows how to autocraft, like it knows how to make reinforced stone. I think I taught it how to make grout even. Yeah, because I'm a sharp like that. Yeah, super cool, right? It knows how to make advanced machine casings. It knows how to make basic machine casings. It's using this dense iron recipe, right? So that's what I worked on between episodes. Basically just teaching the system a bunch of auto-crafting stuff. That was probably an episode's worth of content, but I decided like, you guys probably want to see something a little bit more exciting than that. So today we're going to progress, and we're going to get into the latex processing dude, right? So to get that, can we just make like one Tesla? We can, but we need some rubber first. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to like remember that this is a thing. Can I like disable that bookmarks thing? I would imagine I can, right? Isn't there like a hide ingredients mode, center search bar, give mode, search options? Oh. Hide ingredients mode, that's probably what I want, right? It doesn't seem like it's working though. Meh. I upgraded JEI because I needed to upgrade JEI in order to do just enough energistics. It needed a newer version of JEI than what was already in the pack. All right, so now I should be able to get one of these. Boom. Booyah. And now we can get a latex processing doohickey, right? Oh boy, what's happening? What is happening? Why are you... That's not what I want. What is this? Okay. Whatever hide ingredients mode does, it's bad. So I need an iron gear, right? So I did go mining between episodes. I don't have gear auto-crafting yet. I'm thinking what I'll do is probably move this one downstairs at some point, and I might need a third one for this. I don't know that we need metal rods, at least not yet. But we have plates downstairs. We need gears. We need wires. But we'll get there, right? So hooray, latex processing. Sweet. Now this one does need power, but luckily in the process of setting all this stuff up, I ran power along here somewhere, and that was cool. So what I could probably do is just some kind of environment there, right? Actually, let's just bring you up there. Now you were right the first time, Direwolf. There, with this guy chilling. Yeah, that should be good. So now you've got power ready to process that there latex. Ooh, you need water though. Totally need water. And we probably need more of those mechanism cables. I might, basic mechanical pipes. What would be involved in getting fluid conduits? Would that be a terrible idea? Pressurized fluid conduits is what we're looking for. And you just need fused quartz, which I think I can get in the alloy furnace. Sweet. Hey, what's up, bros? We did things. Cool. So maybe I should teach you how to make fused quartz. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab half a stack, drop it in there, and in a few minutes we should be cool. Ah, interesting. I'm not sure how auto-crafting will deal with that. But we'll get to Ender IO machines at some point, and then we'll be okay, right? So let's get a few more sets of these. All right, that works for me. So now what we got to do is jump back downstairs and maybe rewire this a little bit. So let's get rid of you. I guess you need this guy, huh? You, and you. So let's change this such that you're up here, right? And you guys do this, right? And you're going to be insert, and you're going to be extract, and you're going to be extract, and you're going to be extract, and you're going to be extract. Does that sound cool? Yeah, that sounds cool, right? And if I hit this guy with a wrench, boom, he should drain directly into the top, and then we get the fluid latex going right in. So we've got the buffer on top of the thing, then we don't have to worry about more wiring. The only other thing we do need is to worry about water. So guess what I'm making? Another sink, because you guys love when I use a sink. It's kind of like your favorite thing for me to make, and I'm going to make it. What do you think about that? So clay, I did teach you guys how to make this, even though it's like super easy, right? Probably would have been faster to do it manually. But I'll drop you in the smelting factory, which should kick up the clay, and then we can go back up here and say sink. And by the time we get up here, it's got everything smelted. Nice. Cool. And this is the part we're having a little bit of stuff would be probably a little bit cool. Like if I was using the Ender IO conduits, what do our energy conduits look like from Ender IO? Wow, vanilla recipe energy conduits? Really? Really? And the alloy furnace can do this? Wow. Because everything else is so complicated. One would have just assumed, but you know, maybe I should be doing Ender IO conduiting. So anyway, you are going to be on the north, will be nothing. And on the east will be nothing, and on the south will be insert, and on the down will be extract always active. Boom, water for days. And now we're cooking with tiny dry rubber. Hooray! I don't know if you can auto export. It would be amazing if you could, but I'm almost certain you can't, which is a bummer. Totally a bummer. Output items is definitely there. It can output to the sides, but I think you still need to extract it with items, right? Oops. You're supposed to be food on number 6. All right, so with that up and running, right, What we can do... how do we want to do this next? So we could do crafter. So there's the... Cyclic has an auto crafter. Automated 3x3 crafting, you say. Needs an observer and a bone block. What's an observer? Not terrible looking. Needs a bone block, which I have plenty of in my thing, but it's easier to do that. And then you need purple dye. Okay. Poppies. Don't we have rose red? This stuff, right? Do all the things. Thought we had some of that. And since we literally have unlimited amounts of it, we'll just do that and call it a day, right? Okay. So you are an automated 3x3 crafter, huh? So if I... Do you need power? Don't need power, please. Oh, you need power. What a terrible person. Why would you need power? Requires redstone. So I assume I do something like this. Why would you require power? I mean, I get it, auto crafting and whatnot, but still. Okay, I see how that works. Neat. Oh, actually, yeah. Interesting. Okay, I see how that works. It's a cool one. I like it. It's cool. When I thought automatic 3x3, I thought like automatic 3x3. Simple crafter from Ender.io, Ender crafter, analog crafter from extra utilities. This one's usually, I think that one's no power, isn't it? I think. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. There's options. There's clearly options here. Yeah, see, that doesn't need... Accessible from all sides. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, look at that. Always on. Keep at least one item in each slot. Does not apply to items that do not stack. Distribute items among stacks. So if I did this and did that... It's... Which one of these is... Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. It auto-distributes it. Nice. Yeah, I think I like that. We might use this auto-crafter from Cyclic later. Because also he doesn't need power. Which means he can live pretty much wherever we want him to. Right, so you're getting that stuff, right? You're going to be an analog crafter. Now I'm assuming you... Wait, he can, can't he? Can't he pull from the adjacent? Yes, he can. Look at that. So I'm going to sticky and spread. Right? Check this out. He can pull from adjacents. I don't know how that happened, but that's cool. Right? Can't you pull from adjacent? Tiny dry rubber. Why are you not doing it all of a sudden? No, I thought you did pull. I thought the analog crafter did pull. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it doesn't pull. It might. It might not pull. But what we can do... Probably have to do it sideways because of this, but... You on the up are nothing. You on the north are extract always active, and you are an insert, not extract. Cool. And it's distributing, and it's doing what we would want it to do, right? Let's get a drawer for this. Okay. Yeah, just a regular old drawer with the key. And you know what? Let's do another drawer so that we can do a drawer upgrade. And instead of an upgrade, I think we're going to do a downgrade. So what we're going to do is make it so it can only have one stack at a time in that drawer. Right, so your job will be to extract always active on brown. And your job will be to insert on brown. and that's cool. And with the drawer downgrade, you're only allowed to have one stack in there at any time, right? So then you'll keep running. So you're dry rubber, so you go in there. You're tiny rubber, right? So as this thing runs, it's just going to constantly, you know, put its stuff in there, automatically spread the items around, and then boom, craft it, and then it goes in here. And this guy will at some point figure out how we're going to get this going. But I mean, that's cool, right? I think that's pretty cool. And if we were using energy conduits, like, we could have far less wiring around here. Like, this could all be underneath the floor instead of on top of, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because I think we might want to upgrade to energy conduit at some point. But then you guys spread across here, and now we've got rubber. Cool. Now for the interface, the one machine case, advanced casing, this is the one, right? 4 rubber. So I'm going to pop you in here. Oh, cool, you even switched automatically. Nice. And I'm going to replace you with plastic. Right? So now you know you need plastic to craft. So if I came over here and said, give me a Tesla, booyah. That's cool. I like that. Now we can get the rancher. See, you hear all the crafting happening down there? Hear it? Hear all the crafting happening? Look at all the things being made. How cool is that? Yay, automation! Automate all the things. This was all off-camera work. That's cool. Right, so if I want one of you, I want you in here. Thank you very much. So I need 2 gold gears and 2 sets of shears. Right, and my gold gears are still manual. That's right, hoppers can't do that. Hey. So now, rancher should be good to go. Booyah. I'd really like to consider doing that wireless power thing, though. Because a lot of those machines could have been powered wirelessly. What would be involved in doing wireless power? So there's a few options for it. Like, Flux Networks is a thing, but that's pretty complicated to get to, as I noticed. Flux... What would be involved in getting a Flux Network? That would save me a lot of dire wire. And I know you guys would love it if I did that, right? So that's a block of redstone for that. The trick with making this is none of these things, it's this. The flux core. The flux core is going to be the trick, right? Because it's made with an existing flux core. So once you have one, you can make as many as you want, right? But the sag mill, that's going to be the problem. Because we need a sag mill, so it has to be the sag mill. So we can do a simple sag mill, which needs flint, iron, stone gear, piston, and simple machine chassis, which is titanium aluminide plate. Yeah, we have to get into advanced rocketry. Hardened cell frame. This is technically craftable. Energy frame, metallurgic infuser, machine frame. Wowzers. Holy cow. Wow, my head. Oh my goodness, look at all the things. RF Tools machine frame and Yori crystal. This gets us machine frames, by the way. Heavy engineering block, iron casings, Tesla coil. So like I've automated this, we still have all these things to make, right? Device frames I think we learned were easy to make, but the RF Tools one I know needs pink slime from Industrial 4 going. So we totally need to get that going before we can get RF Tools machines. So before we can get into RF Tools, we need pink slime. Speaking of RF Tools, does a receiver need a machine frame? It doesn't actually. It uses the teleporter from IC2 and teleportation cores, which doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look teleported. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Part of this is autocraftable now. I might make a matter receiver off camera at some point, just so I can teleport home. And you guys know how I love doing that, right? But anyway, we've got an animal rancher. But what if we wanted to do this wireless, right? So the wireless RF transmitter would be a cool way to go, right? Because that's, you know, a pretty nice mechanic. The battery is a one-time craft. We only need one of those. And this guy is multiple crafts. So let's see what would be involved in teaching you how to make this. Because that doesn't look terrible. We need you. Can you be pure Certus? You can. Cool. When I can, I should be using pure Certus. And then you need this. And you need this. And you need this. Cool. And then in addition, we need one of these, which is this. And this. So I need you to know how to make that. And then in processing mode, that. Okay, so all these guys go into this crafting mechanic, which you should know how to make all the components for, so that's not terrible, right? And then the basic smelting factory gets this guy. So can you make one of those? I actually need you to learn this part of it, don't I? It would help. It would help. There we go. And I feel like we need more patterns. We need more glass. So you need to learn how to craft glass into sand. Or you know what I mean. Sand becomes glass in the basic smelting factory. And yes, I have an interface, but sometimes it's tricky to figure out which one's which. Sometimes. All right, more patterns, please. Thank you. And then wireless. No, not you. Yeah, wireless RF transmitter. You're missing ender dust. Right. Ender dust. So that stuff, a pulverizer can make it, and it's 1-to-1, or a quartz grindstone. Or we can, okay, cool, ender dust. Ender pearl powder is another option, right? So wireless boosters. It's 1 ender dust, so it's basically 1 ender pearl per, right? Sag mills can make you. And pulverizers and quartz grindstones can make you. So that might have to be a manual. Because I think we have to manually do quartz grindstone, right? Yeah. But it's worth it for now. We'll eventually get to the point, obviously, where we have what we need, but yeah. It's called a crank, right? Yeah, that's cool. Boom. Because if we can get wireless power going, I'd be very happy with that. So like, let's do 2 of these. That's not too bad. Should be almost done, right? There it is. Gotta watch, if you overcrank it, it'll break it. I mean, it's just wood, so who cares, but you get the point. Wireless little doohickeys. So can I make 2 of you now? Yes, start. Sweet. But now we're short on iron and all that stuff. But that gets us 2 of them. So that's kind of cool. Now we just need the wireless battery thing, and that'll be super useful. So it's difficult to make, but it's totally worth it. So I need copper plates. You don't know how to make copper plates yet? Well, you're about to learn. Copper plates are made here with this. Did you make my patterns yet? You did. Good job. And then the plate thingy here. And give me 4 of them. Listening. Yay! Okay. So this wireless dude needs some of this. Let's make a bunch of them, because it never hurts to have a few extra. All right, so we're good on everything except the single battery, which I don't think is too bad, right? So I need some iron. And I need some gold cable. Let's turn that gold cable into a cable doohickey, do the thing, and while you're cooking over here, we're gonna do this. Never hurts to have a few extra. Come on, buddy. So this is actually totally approachable. So I'm probably not going to replace a lot of the wiring that I already did, but it's nice to know that it's an option. Maybe a little bit into the future once we get more ender pearls, probably. Speaking of, why aren't I getting endermen in my mob farm? I feel like endermen aren't spawning, and that's weird. All right, so with you online, quest complete, single battery. Hooray! Let's put you somewhere in like a power-based room. I want you to be like obviously obvious. Like, hey, there's Direwolf's battery. But yeah, here seems good. Sweet. So now when we set up the animal rancher, we should be good. Hey, speaking of Enderman, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Sneaking away from me, are you, buddy? Trying to mess with my plants? Here, Enderman. Gotcha. At some point soon, I guess we'll be going to the end, so that'll be less of a problem. But yeah, more ender pearls would be nice. I'm not saying we're low on ender pearls. I'm saying we don't have a lot of ender pearls, right? We have 6. All right, so maybe I am saying we're low on ender pearls. And yeah, seriously, like I made it a point that this room is 3 tall so that Enderman can spawn in it. So what's up? What's up, Enderman? Maybe they're just not dying. That's probably what's happening. I should look at doing that other ritual that kills mobs immediately. Because I bet that's the problem. I will look into that. Because apparently it's cheaper and easier to run that ritual, and it kills them instantly. So maybe I'll look into that at a future episode point. Right? So we've got this thing, we've got this thing. How about... I mean, we could do like the regular fence, right? And then there's like a cool Thaumcrafty block. Isn't there like barrier stones? These are cool, right? I might need my book. I don't know if I know how to make barrier stones yet. Where are you at, book? Crimson Rights, wrong book. Book. There you are. Alright, barrier stone, I imagine... Hey, a new page was added to alchemy. Cool. And artifice. Barrier stone, I imagine, would be in here. Arcane levitator. Thaumic dioptra. Maybe it's not in here. This is where I would expect it. Don't tell me it's an infusion recipe, right? Oh, it is. Look at that. Arcane paving stones. Alright, so for barrier stones... Oh, that ain't bad. Yeah, it's just arcane stone bricks. Arcane stone bricks. I've got a few of them. Let's get a few more arcane stone. So it's like smooth stone with V crystals. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need for this farm, but I just thought it's been a really long time since I've had the opportunity to... So that's travel. Okay, hold on. It's the wrong one. I want the barrier one. Barrier stone. Does it actually matter? That's like the same recipe. Explain. What am I doing wrong here? By altering the magical structure of arcane stone, I will create a paving stone that adds new balance to the step of anything walking across a level of greater speed and agility for a couple of seconds. I've discovered a way of turning arcane stone blocks into mystical wards that will prevent most creatures from crossing them. It should be noted that these are 100% foolproof, blah, blah, blah. You need an unbroken line of them between the areas which to protect in the outside world. An active redstone signal will disable the block. The color of the runes above the stone indicates its current status. Purple runes show that it's currently preventing something from passing through. Blue indicates it has been deactivated with signal. Red shows that something... So, like, they're the same recipe, or am I crazy? Maybe I have to just take out... So, red and... So, fire and ordo is barrier stone. So, if I take out everything except fire and ordo... Hey, there we go. Cool. We just need more ordo crystals. More ordo, please. To do wireless AE, which should be possible now, maybe? Oh boy. That V is becoming a problem for me. Yeah, I went there. Hey you, take some of this tiny dry rubber I didn't realize I had on me. V is becoming a little bit of a problem. It was like a to-do list item that I just never got around to. What's involved in making that thing? That thing from Thaumcraft that lets me do this? So I need to do basic oromancy. I need to make a focal manipulator. Yeah, I don't feel like doing some of this stuff right now. Alright, so we'll just be patient. Right? 20? Will 20 be enough? 20 is probably not going to be enough. Let's come back once enough V has done its stuff so we have enough of these. Alrighty, so that was easy peasy. Solved that problem pretty quick. Where should we set up an animal farm? What do you guys think? Does that sound like a thing we should do maybe over here? I like it. This chunk is loaded, right? Well, it's not loaded, but it's about to be. So, how about... What chunk am I in? This one? Loaded. Cool. Let's set up barrier stones. I wonder if you're considered tile entities. I'm going to think... Technically, I don't think they need to be. But they might be. But they shouldn't need to be. And since this makes a natural wall, we'll probably do that, right? So let's do... Sigil the Blood Lamp. Huzzah. Okay. So like 1, 2, 3. How about 1, 2, 3? Let's set it up here. So first off, invalid block. Okay, good to know. Not a problem. I guess I do need to be tile entities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 7 internal? Does that seem fair? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, they're connected textures now? That's cool looking. Did I do 7 internal? Oh. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I see what I did. A derp. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Sheep don't need that much room. I do like this connected textures look though. How cool is that? Right? Doesn't that look great? Considering that was a relatively expensive item. Not insane, mind you, but... alt-click, I think is what it is. Yeah, that's much better. Cool. So now, let's get a... Is a lasso a thing we can have? Let's get a lasso. Is a lasso a thing? This is like my first time all series trying to do this. It totally is. Cool. So I just need you 4 and a piece of gold. And I think I need a vanilla crafting table for this. Or at least not AE one. Great. Excellent. So sheep. Come with me, sir. There you are. Huzzah! You know what? Since you're going to be my pet, shouldn't we treat you nicely? Check this out. All fixed. Healed. I healed him. Because why not? He's my pet. I'm going to take care of the guy. Alright, sheep, you're with me. I mean, he's not my pet. He's a farm animal. But still, you treat them nicely. Alright, we'll get a good handful of sheep in here. I'll be right back. Alright, so then to get this going, we just do that. Show working area. Not too great, but we need a range upgrade. I want to say it's 3. Range upgrade 3, maybe? Range upgrade 3. Range. How about... That's the iron. That's the tin-based one. So that should be cool. If it's the wrong one, we'll find out pretty immediately, won't we? Can you right-click these? No, we do that. Hey, that looks good. It's actually a little bit bigger than it even needs to be, but I'll take it. That works, right? So then you do this. Snip. White wool. Right? And then a drawer. And we should be good. Right? That's what's up. Right? So there's all your wool. Beautiful. You can also get milk from cows. So if at some point we determine that milk is needed, that is totally extract always active, insert not extract, and dirt. Cool. Look at that, wool. Neat. I love it. Hide working area. Cool. So we're good. We're done. That's a sheep farm. Nice. So lots of wool will come from that. The wool is going to feed our addiction to cables. And I think we're good, right? So the next episode we'll come back. We'll get some heavy cabling because we'll have enough wool to do so. And that's going to be a good time right there because it means lots of good things happening. For now, though, I'm totally signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. More automation and more crazy industrial technical things happening next time. I'm not sure questing-wise, like, how much of this stuff. We definitely need to get into a mob slaughter factory, though. 100% that's a thing, right? And didn't I legit... Oh, I did. I smelted plastic, but I didn't actually hold it in my inventory, so it doesn't realize that I got it. So let's do that. Ding! Hooray! For now, that was my signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.